All right, guys. So Parfums De Marley has been very hot lately with the brand new Altair, however you pronounce it, release. And guys, personally, I am not going to put this one in my top 5 just because it is so new right now. But in my humble opinion, if you guys have not checked out that review that I did recently, I think it is an amazing fragrance. I think it is dope. But by it being so new, we're going to go ahead and put that aside right now. And guys, we're going to talk about my top 5 favorite Parfums De Marley fragrances for the fall. So if you guys are just getting into Parfums De Marley, or if you guys are kind of toggling in between which one that you do want to purchase next, hopefully this guide is able to help you out. I would also like to exclude, because I have not put my nose on it, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm not going to sit up here in front and not like I put my nose on Origin. But I hear it is a really good gourmand fragrance, but it's just one that I have not put my nose on. And so I'm going to exclude that one too. Sitting in at number 5 to me is one that is really underrated. Not a lot of people talk about, but personally it has made its way up on my top 5. It's going to be Kalan. And yes, guys, I do have these 8 ml samples. I would really highly advise you guys, if you are going to, start diving into like higher end, expensive fragrances, get these 8 mls. There's nothing wrong with it. I got this one from Max Aroma. I believe you could really catch them on sale for like about 35 bucks. But this is the way that I use to really dive into fragrances instead of buying bottles and bottles and bottles. But Kalan is like really this like smoky, spicy, peppery, orange blossom, woody, just it's a sexy fragrance to me. I think this is perfect for the fall. It's definitely a darker tone. It's a darker fragrance. Some people can't stand the opening. Me personally, I love it through and through. This is one that if you don't like the opening, just give it some time, let it sit down on your skin, see how it works, see how the chemistry works. But I think that this one is a very gorgeous fragrance. I should have the bottle somewhere on the right hand side up here, but it does come in a red bottle, guys. That is Kalan. Coming in at number 4 is going to be one that I absolutely fell in love with. It was the first Parfums De Marley I actually put my nose on, and I fell in love with it ever since, guys. And I am talking about none other than Pegasus. Pegasus, to me, it has that bergamot opening, that fresh citrusy opening, and then as it starts to dry down, you get the almond, the jasmine, the lavender, and I believe you get some sandalwood involved in that. But this one comes out to be a really sexy freaking fragrance. It will garner compliments. I'm telling you, it will garner compliments. You can rock this one during the fall, winter, and you may be able to get away with it during the colder months of the spring. But guys, Pegasus is definitely at my number 4. Coming in at number 3 is one that's going to be very highly esteemed on the Parfums De Marley line. If you are a fan of tobacco, you have to have this one in your collection. I promise you guys. And this one is none other than Herod. This one has been talked about for years, guys, but the tobacco on this one is very well blended. You get this very sweet cinnamon, like vanilla type of touch, guys. It just has this aroma that is just beautiful. So if you are into the tobaccos and you have not tried this one out, get it. And honestly, I personally believe it's blind buy worthy. It's top 3 on my list. I think you guys should definitely give it a whiff. Coming in at number 2, and we're getting down to the wire here, guys. And this, mind you, I want to tell you that this was super hard to consolidate these into 5 because I feel like I may have missed one. And I'll tell you guys once, we get to the end of number 1. But guys, I love the geranium opening on this one. I love everything about this one. And fun fact, this is the first one I ever purchased out of my collection, and I am talking about Leighton. Leighton has that geranium menthol opening that may off-put a lot of people, but personally I love it. And then it dries down to this beautiful apple, jasmine, lavender with this vanilla just smoothness to it. Rock this one definitely during the colder months. It is definitely fall approved. Leighton, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with Leighton. You're definitely going to garner a lot of compliments, I promise you. Coming in at number 1, guys, and this should not be a shock to a lot of you guys if you guys have watched any of my previous videos before. I always rave about this one. And maybe it's the green apple note, and maybe it's the osmanthus note that really gets me when it comes to these fragrances. But number 1 in my PDM collection for the fall, winter, any of the colder months, or even just for special occasions, is going to be Carlyle. This one is very sexy, sophisticated, gorgeous, occasional. You're gonna rock this one whenever you want to impress anyone in the room. This one is certified GTD status, and I honestly could not get rid of Carlyle in my declutter. If I declutter my fragrances, I couldn't get rid of this one. This is absolutely number one. This is one that is full-size bottle worthy, and if you guys know any of my videos before, I never purchase full-size bottles, but unless if it's worth it, and this is definitely one that I have to have. So definitely Carlyle. So guys, that is my top 5 Parfums De Marley fragrances to rock during the fall and winter. I think that we came up with a solid list. I did want to add Hautane. I think Hautane is a very, very dope fragrance, but it just did not fit personally in my list of these 5. It's definitely honorable mention, but Hautane is a good one, and I feel like it's and maybe the reason why I didn't put Hautane in there is because I do have Initio Parfums Oud for Greatness, and it kind of reminds me of that, except I feel like Parfums De Marley just has a bergamot twist to it. But that is my opinion. Let me know what your top 5 fall fragrances of Parfums De Marley are down below in the comment section. I look forward to hearing from you guys. But that is it for this evening, guys. You've been rocking with Mills of Fragrantly Locked. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here for the day. All right, peace.